What's up, y'all? It's your boy Deshaun Forrest, and I'm back yet again with another breakdown video. And today, the song that we're gonna do is Trust Issues.
All the demons and seen that I fall. I had to get myself right back to fasting and praying to God just to get them all off. Don't call me soft, just cause I'm real with my feels.
What's up with everybody? Real quick, I just wanted to put y'all onto this new merch site I just launched. I've actually built this site myself, and I dropped a whole bunch of new merch inspired by my latest album, Transparent 2. And I even have the original merch that I dropped from back when I dropped the first Transparent album. To access this, just click on my official website at forevertransparent.com, and then you click shop, and then look at all of this new merch I have. You can also subscribe to our email list. And yes, if you see something, don't hesitate to cop something. We got t-shirts, hoodies, and I also have a bunch of more new designs that I want to drop soon. So check it out. Okay, so this one is the opener for the album. The first song on the project. And thing is with this one, funny thing is I actually heavily considered giving this one a music video. And I had much of it planned out in my head. Nothing really, I don't think I really wrote anything down, but just most of it was just really all in my head. And I kind of knew what I wanted to do. But thing is, I was getting at so much in this song that I didn't really feel comfortable giving it a visual aspect of it. You know, I didn't really feel comfortable because in the visuals I would be explaining more like I typically do with my films. And just, even though I was being transparent and letting everything out there, I did feel like there were just some things that needed to kind of stay in-house, you know, stay to myself, stay in here. And those were some of those things. So it's ultimately why I elected not to give it a film, because I already knew what I would have had to put in there, and it would have just been, I felt like it would have probably just been too much for me personally, you know. And I would have to live with that, and I didn't really know if I'd be able to really live with that. And so if I was super hesitant, if it didn't really feel right with me, then I knew it's like, okay, maybe not this one. Funny thing about this song is that instead of me talking about the fact that I had trust issues, I was more so writing about the effects of the trust issues that I had, and a little bit on what led up to that, what led up to me getting those trust issues. And during that time is, you know, like I said, with everything I create, it's all based off true stories. And so during that time, I had my trust in my faith in a lot of things, and some of those things that I believed in, they were promised, and it's just, you know, I try my best with everything in me to be a man of my word, and I never make a promise that I feel like I could not keep or I could not fulfill right then in that moment. And so maybe I shouldn't have expected that out of other people, because other people, just people in general, are different. Not everyone's the same. But trust issues came from a place of hurt and disappointment, and also in a sense being defensive, you know, because if you put in your trust, and that's something that you don't play with, you know, if you putting your trust in something, especially if it was promised, and for whatever happens, they, you know, the trust is broken, then it's going to damage you. And so this song came from me just being damaged and hurt and feeling like I couldn't really trust people and couldn't trust certain situations and certain emotions, and it all really goes back to doubting and the I don't understand song, and in terms of how I was just questioning everything, and I wasn't just, you know, if you ever really had your trust broken before, you know how that rocks you mentally. and emotion. And so that's really where this song came from. It came from a place where I was just writing from a place of trust issues, literally. And so I decided to put this one as the first song on the project. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, when I made the beat, I remember the day I made the beat, and when I made the beat, I knew instantly, I was like, this is the one that's gonna open things. This is the one that's gonna start everything off. I didn't even really know what I was gonna talk about, but I just knew because of the simplicity of the beat and yet how it still popped in its own unique way, that this one would be perfect to open up a project. And that's pretty much why I decided to have this be number one. It's like, because things get very, very deep and heavy once you start with Revenge of the Soul. And I knew I was going to tell this big, large story, so my idea was, well, how can I ease the listener in? I was like, I knew I couldn't have Revenge on the Soul be first, because that's just too heavy. So it's like, how could I start introducing some of the emotions and frustrations and ease people into what's going to be a very wild ride. And so that's Trust Issues. It's just, and overall it was really just me venting and writing from that place of having trust issues and writing from that place of hurt and frustration and disappointment. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the link in the descriptions to follow me on Instagram, to stream my Transparent 2 album, and explore the Transparent 2 playlist that I have here on this channel. That's like the deluxe version, if you will, of the experience of the project. You catch all of the films and you really get the true meaning of the story and everything that I was telling on the project. Instead of just hearing the music, you can actually see it play out. Stay tuned for the next breakdown video.
All the demons and seen that I'll fall. I had to get myself right back to fasting and praying to God just to get them all off. Don't call me soft, just cause I'm real with my feels. Not fronting like some of you frauds. I'm not here to fake. Tell them that I'm here to stay, though someone had called me that way. I'm fine.